We're breaking down the laws we do each and every Wednesday. Let's talk about this. The state legislature in Hawaii is considering a bill that would ban casino advertising in the state. And so that bill was introduced last month. It focuses on gambling advertisements from Las Vegas properties that are popular with Hawaii residents. Now, supporters of the bill point out gambling is illegal in Hawaii, and the state doesn't have the resources available to help residents suffering from gambling addiction. So whenever we have a legal issue like this, we bring in the expert, of course, our friend Matt Hoffmann, with breaking down the laws. So, you know, Matt, let's get right to it. What is the legal basis? We were kind of chatting about this before we came on. Proposed for this legislation, and then what legal challenges could it face?
Yeah, so when it was initially introduced, it did focus on Las Vegas-based casinos, such as the California downtown, which is for years very much targeted Hawaiian residents.
Right.
And you know, Las Vegas is the ninth island. We have the most Hawaiians outside of the state of Hawaii. A very popular place for Hawaiians to vacation, but also to live.
Right.
We have a shared tourism industry, with a lot of jobs that are transferable between the states.
True.
But so it was brought up by the Attorney General right away, hey, you can't just focus on Las Vegas casinos. There are casinos all over the United States. There's gambling all over the United States. It would be unconstitutional, violation of interstate commerce, free speech. So they modified it to say all gambling. And that's gotten through the committee, and my understanding is it's going to be voted on. Now, the basis to do that is to say, look, gambling is illegal in our state.
Okay.
And because it's illegal, we don't want advertising that promotes an illegal activity.
Okay.
And when that gets challenged constitutionally, they would say, well, there's free speech. To which they'd say, well, this is commercial free speech. And commercial free speech can be limited if the commercial, what's being talked about is, number one, false or misleading. That's why you don't see tobacco advertising anymore.
Right.
Or it's illegal. And so it's illegal here. So we don't want the advertisements here. It would be kind of like if a state like, let's say, Mississippi, where abortion is illegal, said, no, Georgia or other states, you can't advertise to our citizens to come to your state because it's illegal here.
Got it.
That's kind of the overall message of this. It's a free speech thing, but it's commercial free speech.
That's so interesting. So that's the legal basis because it's illegal. And then if you put it under the umbrella of commercial speech, because it's illegal, that's where they're able to stand on
That's
that.
the kind of speech you can regulate a little bit more easily.
Interesting.
It has due process concerns, I guess, but it has interstate commerce concerns because it involves trade between the states. But at the end of the day, the states are responsible and have sole authority over the health, safety, and welfare of their residents. The federal government doesn't.
Right.
We saw this with COVID. That's why the federal government couldn't have a federal vaccine mandate. That's a power left to the states. And so that's what this comes from. They have the inherent authority to protect the safety and welfare of their citizens. They find that gambling and gambling addiction is a danger within their state. That's why it's illegal. And they don't have the funding to treat gambling addiction. And so in their mind, we need to ban all these advertisements. Now, does it ban anyone from coming here? Of course not. And does it ban anyone in Hawaii that has a virtual VPN from setting it as Las Vegas so they can see our commercials?
Too.
No. But legally, do they have a basis to do it? Yes. Will it be politically popular?
That's the other side.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very interesting, Matt. I mean, you really just broke it all down from a lot of different perspectives. We could really talk about this, all day and talk about it a little bit longer. It is very interesting. So we'll see where it goes. It hasn't passed yet, but we'll definitely stay on top of it. We thank you for breaking this down as you do each and every Wednesday.
All right,
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Chris.